This is Reclaim Your Life with your host, Esther Lamniam. Esther will provide powerful information that can be used to reclaim your physical, spiritual, and emotional life through the cycles and rhythm of nature. Please welcome the host of Reclaim Your Life, Esther Lamniam.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I am your host, Esther. Here is today's message. We are talking about reclaiming your life and ways to do it. Thank you for joining us. If you're a new listener to my show, you can get my products and books at my website, www.estheryiyi.com. You can also get my books on amazon.com. Now let's jump into this week's show. Thank you. So on this segment, I'm going to give you a little exercise to do. So you begin to see some of the prerequisites that are needed to reclaim your life. You are needed to live a successful life or to solve your problems or to be able to be successful in things like the law of attraction, the secret, or other things you've tried. If you have not been highly successful in them, this little exercise will begin to, lay the foundation or tweak your foundation into the way I solve some of the issues that I deal with. Let me say you went to a city and somebody asked you to cook soup. You move into a new neighborhood and you were like, okay, let's make some soup, say vegetable soup. And they ask you what are the tools you will need to make vegetable soup. Take a moment and think about it. Or you can just list them mentally. Or if you're listening to this on a podcast, you can pause it and list the tools you need to make vegetable soup. You probably listed like some vegetables, assorted vegetables, carrot, green beans, cabbage or whatever, tomatoes, onions, garlic, salt and pepper, some water. You probably listed all of that and, a few other spices. But let me ask you, did you list the pot to make soup? Did you list the stove? Did you list the gas for the stove or electricity? Did you list the gas for the car? Because you need gas to get your car to go to the store. Did you think about the store or the road? Are you seeing where I'm going with this? This is what I discovered in my own journey when I started getting into self-help or trying to succeed in my projects or work with other people. I had all the tools in my hand. I had all the keys, but I couldn't find the keyhole. I took a lot of seminars, I did a lot of workshops, and I worked with other people who, did spiritual workshops or, travel around the country. But we all kept not being successful to the level that we wanted or being able to repeat it. So when I took a little moment to pull back and really meditate and say what is missing, I realized that there are some default tools, prerequisites. It's like when you go to college, the prerequisite is that you already know arithmetic or you know how to read and write. They're not going to ask you that. Do you know how to read and write? It's assumed. So sometimes in life, there are certain prerequisites that we need to go back to the drawing board. It's almost like going back to elementary school. If we don't have these prerequisites, our relationships will fail. So these are some of the things that you begin to think about on this show. We'll talk about the prerequisite that you need to be highly successful. If you want to find out more about me, you can go to my website, estherlamniam.com, www.esther, E-S-T-H-E-R, lamniam, L-A-M-N-Y-A-M.com. You can also send me an email at imitatenature.com. You find out all about me on that website. You can send me an email if you need a question answered while we are on the show. That will be very great, so that because in the question we have a lot of answers. Questions are very beautiful things because they help us move along quicker and learn and anchor what we are studying. So those are some of the tools we'll be learning, the prerequisites, just like with the pot of soup. If you didn't list those intangible tools, non-tangible tools like the pot, the stove, you will not make soup. So look at the problem you are solving. Are there certain things you have not thought about? You have not laid the foundation. Because if you don't have that foundation, it will be very hard to be highly successful. You are listening to Reclaim Your Life with your host, Esther Lamniam. If you are new to the podcast and have not been to my website, www.estheryiyi.com, you might want to drop by and check out the articles I have there. You may also find my books on my website and on Amazon.com. If you have any questions or comments about the show, you can contact me at info@imitatenature.com. That is info@imitatenature.com. I'd like to thank you again for dropping by and enjoy my shows.
This has been Reclaim Your Life with host Esther Lamniam. Listen each and every week at this time for powerful tools and positive strategies of nature that will help you reclaim your life.